Last time on Deadly Premonition Z.
Oh, it's young York again.
Back to the red.
Yeah, seriously,
Chapter
though,
24. Red Tree.
Seriously, the last part of this game went straight up DBZ on us.
Honestly, Jova, of all the things this game has done, this is not even the weirdest.
Really? You mean George turning into a roided out Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan
Jova, allow me
human is
with
not
an
the
accent.
weirdest.
Jova, allow me to remind you of what we've been through ever since this game began.
I know, but the fact that there's something weirder around the corner.
Well, let's see.
Oh,
Hey, Anna.
Did we finally hear you say something?
Uh,
Nope, just laughing.
Melissa Hutchison said, "Okay, I'll voice her, but as long as it's only
Wait. Anna again? Oh wait, no, it's Becky.
Becky. We're gonna go for the
the victims.
They're gonna go for the order of all the victims.
Everyone's dressed up for the final boss, yeah. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Diane.
Kooky as ever. Yeah, seriously, what was up with Diane practically killing herself? Like, I know
Remember,
that
she did mention she kind of fetishized the whole idea of a killer cult and death itself.
Carol.
So she volunteered as tribute.
Carol was definitely insane. Holy cow.
And yes, even poor Thomas.
You also need to have more fun. I'll play with you a little if you like.
I'm not saying anything. Let's move on, please.
To be fair, that can be perfectly innocent as long as it's just, playing with Legos or something.
Oh, the power.
You did nothing but your duty.
Hey, Cooper.
Well, fuck you too, then.
Well, let's see.
You can't tell me what to do anymore. You're
and the
dead.
mother.
And Mommy.
Why is her face blacked out?
Well done.
Maybe because...
I think it's the how York is visualizing his parents, since it's such a traumatic event.
Very good,
and
too.
everything. Yeah.
Well, let's not forget the main reason his dad's face was blacked out was because his dad was
that was like a meta reason, but the story explanation was a different one.
What are you talking about, Jova? Clearly, that's not the original model, but, copyright free. Anyway, White Room now. Oh, hey, Harry.
Oh, with Harry.
Oh.
And
Emily.
Emily,
yeah.
But I can't allow.
What's that doll you're having?
There is still something you need to do.
A letter and some evidence.
I still wonder if Harry was really the true mastermind behind this all.
I get the idea what Jova is saying, like that Harry is still hiding something from us, but I can't figure what it could be. Like, yeah, he might actually be the mastermind, but why telling all that information then?
What if Emily really did do it? She did come from outside of town. She wasn't from here in the first place.
Yeah, and they say that everything changed with their appearance.
And also, these instances started in other places.
And Emily, it was the first person
Okay, I will admit, I guess that's kind of one of the things of the beauty of this game for first-time player or viewer. Like, even at the last second, everything can still be possible.
That is one thing,
because we thought George was off the list, but no.
Let's also not forget, Emily was the first ever person we met when coming to town.
Plus 10 hours or so.
34 hours.
I won the game, actually.
It's like
Chess Magazine. Just Chess Magazine.
the most,
Wait, what?
Kaysen came. He's the one who brought you here.
Wait, what?
Which reminds me. He asked me to give you this.
A letter?
So according to Usha, Emily never came into the hospital.
Fuck you, York. She's mine. Signed, Kaysen.
He just asked me to hand it to you after you woke up.
Anyway.
You solved the case, right?
Definitely not.
Do you want to play some chess?
Sorry, Usha,
Usha.
Another time, Usha. Yeah.
I literally just woke up.
Let me guess. Rain check because it's raining outside.
It's clever, dude.
Let me guess. It's during the epilogue we'll finally have that game of chess with him.
No, we're not gonna have that chess game.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Got a bad feeling about this. The thing is, where to go actually? That actually what did the map say?
The map told us to go to George's house, of all places.
Oh,
Okay, I guess we need to learn a bit more about his backstory.
Well, I mean, he was heavily
What?
involved, as
What?
we've seen, so there's probably a shit ton of evidence
a
at his
key
house.
from Kaizen.
Not just that, Teo,
Okay.
but not just that,
Right.
Teo, but think about this for a moment, Teo. Have you ever seen Psycho?
Well, we commented on it.
Okay, then you should take a wild guess to what is in George's house.
Oh, wait, we're going for that angle. All right.
All right. I'm actually
no.
I'm actually surprised that York never talked about Psycho, but anyway. All right, let's go. This is not
Well, I guess that would have maybe made it a little
on.
too obvious.
Wow, York is.
Murderer that we were after. But
I know, right?
did not solve all the murders related to the Red Seas.
True.
I do not know if what Harry said is true at all. But the answer to the mystery of those Red Seas is here in this town. I'm sure of that. I failed as an FBI agent. I left Emily alone as I slept through an entire day. Zach, I need you to pray.
York, you had been through the fight of your life. There was nothing you could have
That-
done.
Don't worry, York. Like you did everything you could reasonably within the circumstances.
If he hadn't stopped George, he probably would have just killed more people.
Yeah.
Especially in that whatever thing you mutated into.
Let's just do our best to get
I'm
through this
surprised
quickly.
that George didn't do the whole join me kind of thing, like say consume red seeds and you'll be able to save Emily or
I
something.
think he was genre savvy enough to know that York wouldn't fall.
Oh
for
god!
it.
Oh.
Giant evil doggo!
What the hell?
Must go faster, must go faster.
Well, okay, at least it was just
Bad
Sorry,
dog-
Shiro, we can't pet this thing.
Bad doggo!
No,
Bad
no,
doggo!
it's fine.
That's a very bad doggo, and I don't need to pet it to know.
Well, okay, like I said, at least it was just the one. I don't see
It
any
just
more.
drops from the sky like that.
While there's a Ventero, look at the sky. The evil is at its peak in Greenville.
Or you could say it's raining cats and dogs.
Mass hysteria.
Oh, that's a Ventero.
Music
Only
is
dogs.
very
Oh, it's another one.
Situation.
Oh,
Jeez,
holy crap! It's raining giant evil doggos.
who's throwing these dogs out of the
This
sky?
is truly the worst time. These truly are the worst times.
Why are these dogs? Is there an explanation for this?
Well, the basic explanation is supposed to get you is that the evil is at its peak right now because remember, Shiroi, this town is literally cursed. Harry himself
I
said
get the
so.
idea here that the dev team could only program dogs as rabid animals instead of, like, say, deers,
Yeah,
like George was mentioning.
I guess things have got to be pretty
Yeah, but-
screwed up for dogs to be.
There's
falling
actually
out of the sky, so-
that's a thing too. There was actually a deleted subplot that was going to be in this game, but Swery had to cut it for time reasons because obviously for the reasons we've already discussed, he wasn't able to put all of the story he wanted to originally in the game. But I'll talk about it in the credits.
All right.
God forbid that stuff got added in the director's cut.
It didn't, unfortunately. Swery did want to, but technically actually no, never mind. Sorry. The original idea for the director's cut, Jova, was to restore how the murder scenes were originally made, as in fully uncensored with all the gore intact, before English Entertainment told Swery to tone them down. But the Rising Star apparently wasn't keen on it either. So instead, he just added an extra subplot. But it's not the
Yeah.
subplot that was deleted; it's a new one.
It's nice that the FBI is still paying after all this.
At this point, considering what York has gone through, well, at least he could get us a decent paycheck.
Definitely. All right, to George's house.
Oh
no, another giant evil doggo, Jesus.
Go away.
There's more waiting for you. Oh god, we're gonna get humped as soon as we exit the car, aren't we?
Hopefully not.
Let's just do our best to go in immediately. Fortunately, we can just immediately go via a cutscene and don't have to actually walk towards the house. So,
If only Sigourney was here to help wield off the dogs.
That's the secret of the pot.
George's house.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where these all are coming from, Joe. But they're coming from Sigourney's pot. All right.
I'd ask if there's anybody home, but we kind of killed the homeowner.
Oh, the mother is still sick or something, but judging from what Pedro told, Oh, that's very plain.
I see George like to keep things simple.
It's a bit too simple though, because these rooms are quite big.
This is most strange, Zach. I thought the story was all over.
Hey, it's just getting started.
Looks like there's something else before we get to see the ending.
So there's still a chance that Peter Griffin is behind this.
Okay, Shira. Okay, again, I wanna try be nice. So come on, let's at least on my, I'll do my part.
Also, Shiroi, there have been plenty of hints that point to who the big mastermind is. Tara's clearly already figured out based from what he's been saying.
Sure.
But there's been plenty of hints towards who the mastermind is.
What? Why the mannequins? I guess George really was frustrated and wanted to, do the violence frustration against the mannequin that would resemble a woman. I guess that's what this the visuals are trying to tell.
Ooh,
Or maybe just mannequins in horror-themed things need to go.
That Shiroi, but the basic here's what actually is. They needed some kind of obstacle for the player to overcome, and mannequins. There you go.
Just like the boxes in the 7 remake.
You always break mannequins when you're trying to get through a place, right?
So here's some random mannequins in a corner that aren't actually in your
Stuffed
way. But
deer.
here you
Oh
go
look,
anyway.
a stuffed deer trading card. Man, they make trading cards out of everything these days, don't they?
It takes us to Deerzar.
Alright, let's look underneath this one.
Oh, music. I guess means George's mother is enjoying something. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, this doesn't look suspicious at all, does it? Let's see.
Oh, secret passage. That still sounds like a stone tablet.
It's the only sound effect we could use. Sorry.
I think Sphinx and Cursed Mommy had better sound effects.
Ouch.
Oh, are those tripwires?
No, too. Let's just say someone's obsessed.
Oh. Oh. A literal web of...
To quote Ace Ventura, obsessed much?
Oh, I get it. The culprit is Pepe Silvia.
Oh, this one.
Zach, it looks like George really had a thing for him.
Understatement of the fucking millennium, York.
I don't know, York. What will make you reach that conclusion?
This wall is covered with Emily's pictures. I don't think Emily needs to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just burn everything.
It took a literal shrine for York to realize this, unless he was being sarcastic.
I'm pretty sure he was, Shira.
Oh, there's the mother.
Hello? Oh.
Please don't lock us in the basement.
Well, there's nobody here but us, Shira. So.
I thought they said the mother appeared, but it was...
Well,
No, she's sitting there on the chair. On the armchair. Yeah, definitely inspired by Psycho. Although at least in this case, George did not impersonate his own mom.
And look at that. There's
Oh, look at that! He was growing a red tree inside of her. How
York,
nice!
now it's not the time for dark humor.
that's the thing. There you go.
Yeah, it's that sapling.
So
Why was he growing that inside of her?
okay, Teo. It's not a chicken leg, and it's not a reverse peace symbol.
It's the symbol of a branch.
It's
of
a
the tree.
red tree.
Tom. To be fair, we got that hint already from the George boss.
There you go. See. See? Notice that ends why all the victims... there you go.
Yeah,
There's always been a red tree symbol in... Exactly.
Love this 360 shot. They even sculpted the locket for it.
Red tree. Even in the
That was
previous,
also-
even in the previous murders that York
Yeah,
investigated.
that was on this laptop. Oh. Thank you.
Red tree.
of course. So we have to go to the graveyard, don't we?
No. The red tree.
And what
That's
did
the
the
thing.
coffee
The-
said?
FK. Forrest Kazan.
Let me just...
Theo,
savor
it's
the
time for
moment.
you to pat
Hold
yourself
on,
in the
hold
back.
on, hold on, Pedro, let me savor the moment. Jova, listen here, come closer. Jova. I told you so.
Hold on. Let me read that. Let me read this
Well,
because
Theo,
it's not said in voice.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
Let me just read this real quick. It's gonna read in a moment. Hold on. Yeah, it says, "Come to the theater. There the final curtain shall rise."
You fat bastard.
So there you go. Kazan is the big mastermind behind all the Red Seas murder. He's the one we've been after.
To be fair,
Well,
the question that they still have is, well, why is he doing this?
That's the thing too. Let's.
Guess he's just mad. Alright.
No, that's the thing too. Unlike George, let's just. Don't worry, I can say this without spoiling anything. He's an agent of pure evil, but I'll get into more detail after.
Oh,
Well,
this
Theo,
was
I
super villain.
apologize.
To be fair, I don't want to be too much of a dick. But
be fair, okay.
at the beginning, like I said, I was genuinely just joking. It's just that, like I said, as time went on, more and more it felt something was genuinely wrong. And then near the end, we started getting that characterization dump and the thing that I mentioned that. Aside from, a mass of minor cases, only the characters would receive a lot of characterization, seem to be deeply involved now with the found parts of the plot. So...
How's Emily? You realize this, right?
That is
Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, one final flashback back to 1956.
Let me guess. He was one of the guys behind the gas, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Exactly,
Or
Theo.
his father.
If you go back and watch, that flashback, and even Theo pointed it out, Kazan was there. Kazan was
Oh,
there
he
50
was
years
there.
ago. Yes,
Did I miss something?
yes, Dwebs. Turns out it's not Kazan is the mastermind. Forrest Kazan.
I can't know, but I did have a vague idea.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's an interesting idea. For Chapter 25, we'll be playing as Harry's dad, the original Raincoat Killer.
Oh,
Oh.
Interesting.
Wait a minute. Will he play a game for most of it as the main advertised?
Hold on, as I have to read this in a moment.
Can we play the rest of it as the murderer? Never heard that before.
Hold on, it's gonna show up in a moment. The
I
chapter
don't know.
name.
Last of Us Part 2 did that.
No. This is more so for the sake of showcasing a bit more of the original killings. Chapter 25, Zach Morgan.
Wait, what?
What?
I'll get back to that. For now, let's continue.
One.
But yeah, Tia, I guess
Remember,
to be
Harry
fair,
told
you and
us. Go ahead, Jova. Sorry, go ahead.
I guess to be fair to you, you and me are even. I called George being the Raincoat Killer, and you called Kaysen being, I guess, the big
Mastermind.
bad.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, he wasn't hypnotized like you thought he was.
True. Again, originally I thought that Diane was the one in control, and he was genuinely like an idiot that just got manipulated, but no.
This game is
It
full
was
of
the
red.
other way.
This
That's
game.
just
Sorry.
like-
Go ahead.
It does beg the question, though. Who locked George into the cellar and why?
No, it was Kaysen who got locked in the cellar. I think it was George who did it. Again,
that-
just
yeah,
to create a convenient alibi for his presence there. Too.
Well, that's why I said who locked Kaysen into the cell. Unless I
George.
accidentally said George.
Either George or Diane, one of the two. It's either the story, either the story that Kazan told us is actually true, or it was George as part of a plan between the two of them.
Interesting music choice for the background.
Yes, Amazing Grace. We're playing Amazing Grace while this is happening. Alright, and now, Teo, I can answer you. When we commented on the gameplay demo of Dead Premonition 2, you did ask me, why was your coming Amazing Grace? And I told you, well, Teo, it's kind of a Dead Premonition thing, and now you know. Amazing Grace, Teo, it's kind of a little thing that Dead Premonition has a tradition of having Amazing Grace in it. There you go.
I like how you're not even bothering to stop and...
Oh, great! The killer gets Agent Honor Badge.
Allow me to... Alright, okay, if you remember correctly, during Harry's flashback, he did tell us that he heard the clock tower gong 13 times instead of 12. Yeah. So, that's your hint that you have a total of a time limit to complete this section. Basically,
so that's why you're not bothering to stop and murder most people.
Mm-hmm. You have until the 13th gong to get to the destination mark, otherwise you have to repeat the whole thing.
I forgot to mention back during the flashback, so I'm just mentioning that was quickly. The reference that I was making back then was the fair event. Again, British media seems to be in love with, a bad omen that is a bell that tolls 13 times instead of 12, because for Warhammer Fantasy, that's pretty much what signaled the beginning of a Skaven race, from which I take part of my nickname. So I know that.
I mean, heck, the whole clock strikes 13 thing, that's a common thing in a lot of haunting folklore here.
Yeah. 13 in general is a bad luck number, so I guess the thought process behind it is that a bell, which is a symbol of religiousness, usually be something sacred, something a bad luck is so, disgraceful and, this got potential ominous.
Yeah, I don't understand why exactly there's such a problem with the number 3. 13 is the bad luck number. There's the number 33 thing.
33 is mostly because it's what at least religious texts attribute to the age of Christ, meaning that if it's used malaproper, might be a bad omen.
There's also stuff like some conspiracy nuts talking about how, when they're trying to do those Disney satanic videos where they say that, there's Club 33 at Disneyland. Don't you see what that means? 33 is a Freemasonic number. Whatever.
Whatever. Anyway.
Jim Carrey movie number for 23, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta say, Harry, your father was sure some raincoat killer. He barely killed anyone and just speed ran himself.
Not just that, 9. Not just that, he's relatively slow. Where are the super speeds and teleporting powers?
Well, that's the thing to remember.
It's the whole when you actually get to play as the NA-12.
Actually, no, it's not that too. You're forgetting that unlike George, Harry's father was just insane from the gas. He didn't actually consume any red seeds himself. So.
Okay. I think there was a missing sound effect. Oh. I love that animation.
I wonder, imagine. I wonder if Swear's ever thought of making a game where you play as this psychotic killer. For most of the game.
Well, more not this very, but recently there's the Dead by Daylight, the game where you basically play potentially both as the victim is trying to run away and potentially as the slasher killer, and that received a gajillion different DLCs tied to iconic slasher movies like Friday the 13th.
So there you go. What happened was, right after killing a lot of people in Greenvale and even knocking out his son, Harry's dad got to the clock tower.
Which is going nuts.
There you go. There's
the military.
And let me guess.
And there he is. So there you go. Kazan was there 50 years ago.
He was a military, apparently.
And he's
that evil laughter.
Well, he's evil, so.
Okay, I have to ask, for the Switch version, does he roar even in this cutscene?
I don't know. I haven't actually. I don't own the Switch version, so.
Oh, I thought you watched something on
the only version. Right. The only versions of this game that I really care to own are the PS3 director's cuts.
No, but I thought you did watch like the differences on YouTube or something.
Well, I did, but well.
Oh no.
So
Keith, no.
Wait, so everyone's been zombified, or is it a return of the gas?
The gas, Jova. Remember, that's the thing.
It's okay.
It's happening again.
And the only way we can save them all is by destroying Kaizen.
I love that the caretaker of Harry is a fucking katana. Oh, wait, what?
Wow, even them.
Oh, no.
So we
I was just about to ask, why are the kids not affected?
Demonic children, please no, run away.
So we have to kill them all, don't we?
No, we don't. Fortunately, we can. And even York himself says to you, Zach, let's take care to try not to hurt them.
I love the edgy katana.
How are we supposed to stop them without hurting them?
Well, remember, Jova, we only have to get into the clock tower. Technically, we don't have to. It's not like they're guarding the door or anything. We can.
Alright.
Yeah, but how are we going to stop them from following us?
Well, let's see.
Oh, they disappeared.
Try not to hurt
oh wait, no, they're spread out.
Haha, sucks for you. I'm faster than you guys.
You know, it would have been potentially even more heartbreaking if Kid was trying to attack you with his own guitar.
And there you go, Jova. That's how you don't hurt him.
Oh.
By running very, very awkwardly.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the final save point of the Deadly Premonition campaign before the post-game. This is where you have to get ready for a free phase boss battle.
Oh, wow.
You know, I gotta wonder what people will think after they wake up from this. Honey, why am I holding this giant katana all of a sudden? And why are the boys over there holding what looks to be scissor blades fashioned into knives?
Oh, the game is even polite to tell you what he's holding on their turn.
Okay, so we're going full Haunted Mansion on this, alright.
Alright, let's go on ahead.
These people are all waking up with a migraine at least.
Oh, Andres is not here to see it. Alright, gentlemen, prepare, because you're not ready for what's about to come.
Oh,
you know what? I believe you.
Oh, we start in the theater.
Oh, shit!
Again, just like Nier, it even ends in a theater room.
Well, both games came out in the same year.
I know, it's so coincidental.
He was a funny one. I gave him a toy locket.
Oh, wow. Wait, the locket wasn't even important?
No, it was just something.
Everyone like a damn fiddle.
Yeah, he was just messing with George, basically.
And by extension, us.
So, is Emily alive or dead? Comatose?
Jova, you might notice something off about Emily right now.
She's holding the pot that the Kaizen usually holds.
Sorry, Theo, but,
Oh, no.
Oh boy, she's dead.
Not dead yet.
But dying.
It's a bit more complicated than that, sadly.
Oh my god, York is very polite for this situation.
She's possessed, isn't she?
No. Well, she's not possessed, but she's gonna wake up a bit dizzy.
Are we gonna have to fight her?
No.
Oh.
But you didn't come. You chose your job over the woman that you love. Casey, this chit-chat is over. Over? Indeed it is. My fun with Emily ended just a moment ago.
Please no.
Wow, our cat's had quite the budget cut.
Is that why she's partially undressed?
Like eating a full-course dinner that ends with
gross.
So there you go. Again, like you said, Theo, that whole backstory thing was just, again, a red herring. Yeah,
that was a warning shot. Next one is not gonna miss.
No.
There you go, York. That's right. Feel the hate boy.
So are we gonna figure out what's the deal with Kaizen?
We are. Well, let's just say, Jova, it also has to do with the subplot that unfortunately it's where I had to cut off for time, but I'll explain later.
You know, I just had dessert, and yet I'm already hungry again. No wonder why I keep failing at keeping a diet. Casey, stop. The next one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Emily, it's me. I'm here.
just stay put and try to kick him in the crotch.
Is that you?
Oh God, his forehead looks big in that angle.
York.
No, Emily, you're not seeing right.
Oh God!
York.
Shoot him!
This.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Emily!
Oh,
Oh, God.
Okay, now he's a snake.
he's more than a snake dress. In fact, he's more than human.
Demonic.
Very good, Teo.
Sorry,
Oh God, he had sex with her, didn't she?
Very good, Jova.
That's a great mental image.
I can't go to you.
And considering the circumstances, it was anything other than consensual.
Obviously.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she's literally been Hey guys, she's been soiled, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Oh, come on.
Sure. It was worse than that. She fought. It was York, so in a sense, it was the worst kind of non-consensual.
Yeah. Basically, you might have noticed what happened to George's mom. Well, this is basically what Kaizen does.
Oh, fuck. Wait, why didn't that happen to the other victims?
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
How are you even alive?
Hold on. No, that's a thing, Jova. That's not what this needs to do. Basically, there you go. Basically, Teo, you might be wondering, how do you even plant red trees? Well, each red tree, Teo, is a dead woman. A dead human woman. Created by this guy.
So he's turning them into trees?
To create more red seeds and propagating the cycle further.
So it's a poison
no.
ivy plot.
Oh no. We have to do this.
It's either that, Teo, or she will turn into an evil tree.
So do you have to do like in MGS3 and pull the trigger yourself?
Kind of, yes. But there's a difference, as you're about to see. Pay attention, everybody.
Alright.
Zach, what should I do?
I don't know, York. I'm more distraught than you.
Well, he needs
All right,
this now
flashback.
more than ever.
I'm sorry. My darling.
Oh.
What?
Oh dear.
So that's why his dad killed his mom.
She was already part of a cycle, and Kaizen was there all along.
Xander, it's too late.
Repressed memory.
Very good, Jova.
Please, darling. Shoot me.
Turns out it was a mercy kill.
Die.
So his dad wasn't psychotic after all.
Let me die.
And that's why he turned the gun on himself, because he couldn't bear the guilt.
Very good, Teo. Here's the problem, though. He can't do it. He doesn't have the heart to do it.
Oh God, York had to do it, didn't he?
No. Hold on. We're about to see what happens if you don't.
No. Ooh.
The tree.
Oh, wow.
The tree. The
It
tree.
drains your entire energy.
Exactly.
Wait, so does this mean that George actually killed his mother before she could become a tree?
No. It was Kaizen that did it. Remember, George hated his mom, so Kaizen killing her was pretty welcome by him.
And now that raises you a new context.
Exactly.
Even if it means losing someone that you love.
Oh, you were just missing the missing part.
Wait for it.
Yes. I couldn't do it. However, you can. When the time comes and you have to make that decision, make the right one. Okay, Zach?
Yes, because I am sure
Wait, what?
that you, my son, will come across this exact scenario at some point.
Wait.
Hold on. I love how these subs are basically just gigantic themselves just to emphasize the point.
Morgan, Francis, Zach,
And that's why those dolls are all over the place.
Francis, Zach.
Yeesh. bleach.
How old is Kaysen? He didn't age a
guess
bit.
He's not a
I
human, Joe, but
guess-
he's a demon. That's all it is for now.
What? So York was Zack all along?
I mean,
Hold on.
it would match. Oh, hold on. Oh, who are you? Jack Frost?
Hey, Zach. It's okay. I'm here. I'm with you.
So was York an alternate personality?
York doesn't actually exist. He's the personality that Zack came up with to cope with the trauma. It's the
Oh my
it's,
god, it's just like in Xenogears.
Wait.
Fuck.
So let me get this straight. So Zack is the real personality, but we've
York
been
is the
playing
fake one,
as
yeah.
Zack's. We've
Yeah.
been playing as Zack's other personality.
exactly. Not Joe, but it also makes sense when you go back and check stuff like York saying, "Zack, I'll let you handle the meet and greet," as in he's talking to us. We're actually playing as Zack. York is just the front. There it is.
So-
Oh, wow.
I remember.
So is it a thing like this is what he really looked like, and
Yes.
as the player we're only seeing at the York thing?
Yep.
Let me guess. His hair turned white from the shock of everything.
No, it's because up until this point, Theo, Zack has been, hidden, getting safe from all the time, and York being. This also explains why York is such a hotshot, super confident FBI agent. There you go. And now the roles reverse.
Tell me what to do, York.
Zach, you have to decide for yourself.
So let me get this straight.
This
All
also
this-
explains more the behavior. York is kinda like a bit the superego of the
Exactly.
situation.
Of course. So
Yeah, aim at Kaiser, just shoot him, please.
yeah.
Unfortunately, Theo, there's only one correct option in this choice. If you don't do it, it's a game over. So
Damn it.
we have to point the gun at
So-
Emily. And like Zack says,
There are
Theo.
some things in this world that must be extracted.
So
Sure.
What?
Even if it means losing someone you love.
So Emily referred to him as Zack. Did this mean that all of this time, whenever he introduced himself as York, he was actually introducing himself as Zack?
No, it's just that she just saw him saying. She just heard him say all of this, so she knows.
Ooh.
There you go. Come on, Zack. Well, so there you go. Ooh.
So is he also partially blind, or he has just heterochromia?
The second thing too. I can pronounce that word.
Okay.
I can pronounce that word to save my life, but yes.
The same as you in Final Fantasy X.
So does he physically change when he has the York personality as well?
Yes.
Or is that just, okay.
Oh my god, it really is like.
However, unlike our mom, Emily is stronger. She literally took the from her.
I'm not sure if this entire thing is a metaphor for something, but you just asking for it.
I know, right?
Do we have any bullets left?
We do.
Several?
Infinite Mammo Shiroi.
But hey, look at it this way too. At least Emily got to die on her own terms.
Yeah, true. Yeah, in a lot of ways, this game actually was progressive for the time.
Not just that, but again, Emily broke the cycle just now.
And yet, for some reason, that doesn't seem to concern
I
Kaysen.
actually really like the fact that you'd think it would be so simple and obvious to have Zack, kill her and finally break the cycle and do what his father couldn't do, but instead they make it more interesting by having it so that he himself is also doesn't have the heart to do it, but Emily is strong enough to do it herself. So it's actually a pretty cool subversion of.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Well,
I think seeing all of this, she's realized that none of it is worth it.
I'm sorry. Are we ascending to a higher plane of
no,
existence?
Emily
Or
is.
that-
No, Emily is. Remember what
With
happened
the
when?
rest of the victims.
Remember what happened when Becky died?
Yes.
There you go.
Emily, no. You aren't supposed to go over there.
Damn it.
It's so weird seeing, Zack not as cool and collected as we usually see him.
Well, that's because it's York that's calm and collected. Zack is not. Zack is us, as in normal, vulnerable people, and York is a super duper confident person that doesn't actually exist. That's the whole thing.
I like how the game implies that Zach's hair turned white from shock, and that's why it's York who has the regular hair.
That's the thing, Joe. I love it on a strictly physical level. The most of between
hey,
us.
York.
The one that's more relatable to Zach is actually Shiroi.
So it's like, this is the ultimate form of projection.
Alright, I love what Zach says here.
They got to meet you face to face, but you had to go with York, didn't you? He always gets the girl.
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah, but he's a good guy,
He's you!
Well, that's the thing, Shiro. Technically, he is not. He's a projection of Zach's mind.
It's a it's a huge topic about psychology, and I think, as said, we don't have the time for it, at least not now.
That's the thing. It would be just normal psychology, except for the fact that apparently, because of the supernatural aspects, York was
True.
actually
There is also that. Again, it's the same thing as Xenogears. I'm surprised how this has a lot in common with Square Enix RPGs.
Well, I guess Emily does get to be with York after all.
Okay. Come on, Zach. I'm actually believing in you.
And Kaizen. Well, technically, you should believe in yourself too.
No, I was about to say just pull the trigger in the right place and you should be fine. Sonic Heroes.
As in, he's talking about Zach. You know, how did you manage to come back to it? So there you go. Because
we have our boss fight now.
Yeah, because Kaizen is mad because we broke the cycle, and now he's going to reveal who he truly is, or what he truly is, rather.
Was that his testicles bouncing around?
No, I think it's still.
No, it's just a belly. At least I hope it is. All right, boss battle.
Okay.
What is even happening?
So what is this?
Right now?
Is this his shadow? Is this his metaverse self?
No, it's his real self. He's
even his stretchy arms.
He's the devil in service of the red tree. But
yay! Jesus, he's not even fucking around.
Nope. There you go, too. Now we get to shoot him for all this.
Yeah, it is satisfying, admittedly. But no, Jova kind of has a point because, again, there's an entire psychological dilemma about people with split personalities, in a sense. Yes, at least our rationality compels us to tell that, they're just the same person, they just developed, constructed an entire thing, but it's still their own, But instead the dilemma is that really the case, or is potentially another kind of person entirely that just happened to exist? A lot of fantasy sci-fi media play around with the concept and say that yes, it's like a different soul inhabiting your body. Even Beyond Two Souls attempted and failed miserably, mind you, at that. But again, the best example that I can compare these two is Xenogears. The protagonist kind of has a thing very similar to this. It's just a bit more amplified and added to a cycle of reincarnations, so it's not identical. But yeah, the whole split personality, and it's not the dominant one in control, yeah, that checks out.
This game kind of cuts out the middleman and makes the thing, supernatural, so yeah, he was actually there. So
for all intents and purposes, York might be actually real. The only thing that is missing is that the fact that usually psychology has a trinity, three elements. The ID, the ego, superego. Zack is clearly the ID, while York is the superego. So we're missing the middle ground here.
Has it now?
This ends here, Kaizen. I will not allow you to continue killing women.
Harry?
Very good. We'll get back to Harry later.
What? Was Harry the secret mastermind to that?
Well, think about this, Dwebs. Actually, hold on.
The gas was made by the red seeds.
Very good.
I figured as such. So what? Killing you will hopefully undo the effects of the Red Seas?
Well, not necessarily, but at the very least it will stop propagation of more.
Well, what I mean is like, well, hopefully it'll stop the town outside this theater from murdering everyone.
Oh, that we will, yes.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Alright, so
Why are you so shiny?
second phase.
Ooh,
In phase 2 is actually going to be a race. Like,
turtle. Ooh.
man, you are one ugly motherfucker.
Oh God, we're going Arkham City on this boss fight. It literally takes place below a center stage and everything.
This boss, this second phase will take advantage of what we've learned in the Raincoat Killer's chasing sections, aka
Run!
yeah, exactly.
Oof.
Okay. So we just have to take on the fat bastard while he's literally trying to eat us.
There you go. Basically, we just have to run back to the bottom of the clock tower. Sorry, I screwed up there.
Run.
The bottom of the clock tower. How low does this place go?
Don't worry, Jova. It's not going to take that long. As you can see, there's not that much longer in this part. That's the thing. Well, obviously, too, I'm not exactly the right person to talk about those matters, of course. But me personally, just watching it on my, playing it on my own back in 2010, I've always interpreted it as, oh, okay, so Zack is the more vulnerable human, aka that's why Zack is us, whereas York, of course, is the person we wish we were. That's always how I took it. And it's why
It checks out.
and-
Don't worry.
because Zack is of course incredibly vulnerable after what happened, so he imagines a super incredibly confident, calm and collected person.
Oh my god, it's the quiet man.
Oh my God, it is.
8 to 9 years early.
Except this doesn't suck.
This is actually written competently.
Yeah, I'm actually having genuine fun here.
Oh, Pedro, just climb a bit more, then you'll get...
and
Okay, Pedro, just
completely
climb a
searching
bit
on
more.
different sources to understand the Paul of Pride Man.
okay.
This is still relatively easy to understand.
That bell earlier. Okay, Pedro, just climb to the door, and you'll get to the top of the tower.
Well, unfortunately, we're trying to climb down, not upwards.
Bullshit. But yeah, now I also understand
Yeah,
one
Catherine
minor
in reverse.
thing. One minor thing that I couldn't. In part 1, if I recall correctly, one of the earlier parts actually, I actually, since habits of remembering badly the names, I actually did fuck up and called York Zack, and I remember hearing that Pedro was not too enthusiastic about it. So I guess this was the reason.
Very good. Well, it's not that I had a problem with it, Teo. Trust me, I have no problem with it's a genuine mistake. I'm not trying to diss you for that. I'm just saying.
No, but I can imagine.
Let's just say, Teo, I was doing something that DP fans will immediately understand what I was trying to do by correcting you, Teo.
Sure. Honestly, it's better this way. But still, I'm with Joe also on this one. How deeper this fucking thing goes.
Yeah, I still feel like there's more that we don't know yet. Because let's think about this right now. We have no idea what forces allowed York and Zack to physically switch between each other. Like, I know the whole multiple personality thing, but let's not forget that they had to have physically have changed. Like, that requires a supernatural thing. Now, as for, Zack's hair turning white upon shock, there is some precedent to believe that happens. If it can happen instantly, though.
Also,
That is a trope I've seen before, though, so...
There you go, we're done.
This is also another callback to Clock Tower, because in Ghosted there is also the mechanic of, it's not a split personality, your character is generally possessed by a ghost, but you can switch like that in the blink of an eye. But
Well,
that is purely magical.
I can't really. Okay, like I said, well. Well, Jova, there is also a matter of a sub. That's the thing, Jova. Originally,
tumbles down.
Let's just. For now, I can't tell you right now until next part, Jova. But part of that explanation you're looking for has to do with that subplot that unfortunately had to be cut out. But
also, I get it, Jova. The stairs here were in the other world. That's why they kept going for so long.
That makes sense.
buy
There
a
you
new
go.
dress to make up for
And that's why now we're still up instead of down.
the dress you wore when you came to my hotel room didn't seem to fit you right.
Ooh. No,
Sorry,
not yet,
Zach,
Snake.
it ain't
It's not over yet.
Yeah. 1, 2, skip a few. Free!
What we were going to reference, he said Nightmare on Elm Street. The 1,
Oh.
2, Kaizen's coming for you. Oh my god.
I once found a Kaizen this big.
So
And now
this
it's
is
the
the-
final phase of Jasper Bad Jr. from No More Heroes 2.
Oh look, and he has a willy,
Willy.
a willy on
Oh
his.
my god, wait. Oh my god, don't tell me Willie was in on this too.
I've been meaning to
Well, should I tell him at this point?
Oh god, we're going.
Zach, that's a bit of an understatement.
You know what? You know what? Screw it. I'll just say it.
We're going
Basic.
to have to fight Willie during the scene.
No, we're not, Jova. But basically, Jova, here's what happened. A year after this game came out, Swery came to the offices of Destructoid and was interviewed because, if you guys don't know, Jim Sterling's original 2010 review of this game was very famous in spreading the word about this game because he gave the game a 10 out of 10.
I remember that too.
And Rising Star Games even put his 10 out of 10 on the box when they released the game in Europe.
Really?
Yes. Well, Shirei technically thought they were lying. They did give it a 10 out of 10.
Sure. Considering the reception this game got at launch, any high positive praise was definitely something to be relished.
That too. But anyway, the staff at Destructoid who at the time, I don't know if they're I think most of them are still there. Well, actually, no, I don't think so. Now that I think about it, whatever. The point is, the staff at the time at Destructoid, Jova, did an interview with Swery, and one of the questions that they made was, "What about Willie? What was up? How was Willie was rolling all this?" And Swery revealed that there was an entire subplot explaining Willie's role in all this that unfortunately had to get cut for because of time and restraints. Basically, Jova. Kaizen is not Willie's caretaker. It's the reverse. It's Willie that's Kaizen's caretaker. Willie is the intermediary between Kaizen and the Red Tree. So no, Shiroi, not good doggo. Very bad
He's a
doggo.
hellhound?
Hey,
Yes, he's a hellhound.
Also, you're telling me that dog was the mastermind
Yes.
all along?
Well, and that's the thing too. So that's the thing, Jova. See, here's the thing. Kaizen gets this again. This is according to Swery. The original that subplot was going to explain that Kaizen gets orders from the Red Tree, aka the original Red Tree that's still somewhere out there in the world. And Kaizen gets the orders from the Red Tree via Willie. Willie is the intermediary between Kaizen. This was originally going to be explained properly in this game, but something had to go because of the restraints Ignition Entertainment was putting on the game, and well, something has to go, and this ended up being one of them, basically.
That makes
I would
sense,
have
considering,
gladly
whole
given up.
sixth sense thing surrounding dogs and whatever.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
However, Jova, there is one clue that was still left in the game. They deleted most of that subplot except for one thing. If you zoom back on the map and see the entire town of Greenvale, it's shaped like Willie.
Huh.
Yes, Tio?
I would have gladly traded away the Sigourney side quest for that.
What are you talking about, Theo? Clearly, the Sigourney side quest was what the glue that hold this game together.
Yes. Pod side quest goes nowhere because. Wait. Oh my god, guys, think about it. So York didn't want to know the answer, but maybe Zach wants to know the answer. Maybe now we can confront Sigourney about it.
But yeah, Shira's got it right. Willie's a hellhound. So no, Shira, not good doggo. Very bad doggo. Very, very
Yes,
bad doggo.
Very bad floof.
Again. This almost
In
makes me
fact,
wonder,
Shira,
what-
now that we think about it, there's no good doggos in this game. They're all bad doggos.
No, they're all terrible. Wow.
Go ahead, Jova.
What if Willie was supposed to be the final boss? Well, that would have been a straight-on homage to Silent Hill of all things.
It's kind of similar to how Yoko Taro unfortunately wasn't able to put as much story as he wanted in the original Nier, and that's why and that's why there's so many, novels with just text, Unfortunately,
That's what that the remake's gonna try and do.
hopefully,
we'll have to see it, Waves. But again, I don't think I don't think we're still gonna be too much. But again, only speculation for the time we're recording this.
We'll have to wait
Honestly,
and see.
I
So,
don't
now
think,
what?
I don't think the Willy side quest being taken out really hinders the game, so that's...
Well, it's more so because
Fine.
Shiro, because of that, some of the answers are left open. So there is that. However, the story still functions in general without it. Definitely, it's just that it would have been. It's just a shame that Ignition. Again, that's why I hate Ignition Entertainment. They ruined. Well, they didn't ruin this game, but they definitely didn't help it, and they ruined Dark Quest Fantasia with that terrible English dub.
What we're supposed to do now, actually?
All right, so here's how this boss works. You're supposed to shoot.
The doll, you already done it. You just dropped it and
the doll was its weak point. When it gets out of life,
God of War, I guess.
Yeah, he hid the doll inside his thing right there, and you have to shoot it one final time, and there you go.
Oh.
That was.
Would have been funny if you finished.
Whoa.
Jesus.
I love his death scene though.
I guess Zach's just the chosen one. Miss.
It's because you don't understand humans.
Damn straight.
Boom! And out slow-mo bullets.
Yes. That was so a Resident Evil ending. Now,
It's kind of like also Devil May Cry 2, Joe. It was like, I was going to be the king of this world. Like, here's your crown.
Hold on. Cool guys don't look at exploding balls. Oh yeah.
Right there, like Dante.
Humans don't understand humans
Shiro,
half the time.
that's Zach Shiro.
Yeah, that was Zach.
He's like
Force of Habit.
He's like if
sorry.
Dante decided,
In fact, you'll notice if you pay attention closely, you'll notice that Jeff Kramer's delivery as Zach is slightly different.
It's different, yeah.
Oh, I noticed. Wait, what?
Yeah, but now the gas is gonna be gone, yeah.
It's like at the ending of Stick of Truth.
Oh, this is awkward.
Well, that was lucky.
Oh, so basically that was taking the end game of Kingsman 1, where the evil villain makes this thing where all the humans fight and try and kill each other.
So
But there are a lot of climaxes that like that, surprisingly.
So how do you report this to the FBI?
What was that, Pedro?
I said that there's a lot of pieces of media that end that kind of climax. It's a very typical climax. Go ahead.
That is a good point, though. Since he's with the FBI, did he answer to them as York? That's going to explain the whole Zach thing and white hair.
Yeah, this is probably going to be really hard to... Because remember, Jova, York has been taking over his body ever since they were kids. So, yeah, this is going to be a problem when we get back to HQ.
Honestly,
step with vigorous prejudice on it.
Honestly, I think of everything that's just happened within the last hour, that's the easiest thing to explain.
I remember the trailer, isn't the framing device of the sequel that the FBI is to interrogate him or something?
Yes, there's it's Zach that we meet first in Dead of Permission 2, not York.
Wait. Is that a spoiler?
Well, no, it literally happens in the first 5 minutes of the game, Jova. Remember, this Dead of Permission 2 is both a sequel and a prequel, and in the sequel parts, we have two FBI agents interrogating Francis Zach Morgan. And then Francis Zach Morgan, when explaining to them about stuff, he reminisces about the past back when he was still York, when York was still taking command, at least.
So I guess now he's Agent Zach Morgan.
Yes, Francis Zach. His actual name is Francis Zach Morgan. Hence the name of the chapter, Zach Morgan.
Hey, get it? One Z, the other's Y. It'd be funny if there was a third personality whose name started with X.
All right,
Oh, snap.
That is an X, yes.
At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it
Like
means
your
losing,
saves a lot.
even if it
Wrong
means
game.
losing someone that you love. All right, everybody, tune in next time where we finally end the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.